What's going on, guys? The pads come off for the Steelers. Today is the first day of pads, which means a lot of crazy things are going to be happening around Steelers training camp. All the stories, all the rumors, all the headlines of Week 1 could potentially change because once the pads come on, it's when it gets really real. Today, we're going to talk about possibly the biggest winner of Week 1 of Steelers training camp, and that is second-round rookie wide receiver out of Georgia, George Pickens.
Now, this shouldn't come to a surprise to many of us because him coming out of Georgia, I mean, we all knew the type of talent this guy possessed with his potential and how fluid he is for his size, which is a rare find in the NFL.
Yep.
It really is. And him coming out of the first week of training camp was definitely the most talked about and probably the most dynamic player overall.
And the most exciting because...
And it's crazy because he's a rookie.
And we kind of already knew this coming out of the draft, and we knew this about Pickett coming out of Georgia. It's crazy to think where his stock would have been if he played all of last season. He probably wouldn't be a Steeler right now. He probably would be a first-round guy. He actually would be a first-round guy in my book, and possibly the first receiver off the board.
But because of his unfortunate injury he suffered last year, he fell all the way to the second round to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he has showcased so much already in just the first week of training camp.
And this is before the pads come on, and I'm still going to hold the brakes because, again, not everything out of training camp is going to translate to the football field. Now, that is also a very specific statement towards specific positions. For receiver, however, when it comes to the Steelers, it's just we're going to get excited no matter what because seeing what this guy has done in camp has been, to some people, no shock, but it's just really exciting knowing, you know, where the receiver position is going to go and who we've lost in free agency and the whole contract talks going on right now with Diontae Johnson.
And I'm going to stop you right there because had Diontae Johnson not do his holding, because he's at training camp, he's just not doing any of the drills, but if he didn't do this holding he's doing right now, I would have to imagine Pickens ain't getting this many reps, and we probably wouldn't see. I think if Johnson were to do some of the drills, we'd see some showcase of what George Pickens can do, but not this much. The fact that he's getting this many reps because of Johnson's holding, and he's already doing this is crazy.
And honestly,
it's exciting.
It is exciting, but now this is a different discussion. I'm just going to throw it out there. This doesn't really help Diontae Johnson's case. That's another discussion to talk about. We'll probably make another vid about that once the appropriate time comes because we'll see how the contract talks continue as the regular season approaches. But George Pickens is absolutely just blowing a lot of people away in the first week of camp. And once the pads come on, that's when we'll get really excited because we'll truly see what this guy's capable of. And then we'll have preseason around us so we can see it in action live.
And not only is George Pickens showcasing a lot of stuff in training camp, so is fellow rookie wide receiver Calvin Austin III.
Yeah.
And same thing with George Pickens. Because of Deontay's holding, Austin's getting some reps in there, and he's showcasing a lot as well, especially that speed of his.
Right.
Which, again, shouldn't come to a shock because he's a speedster.
Right. And you know, we were all excited that the Steelers double-dipped so early in the draft because they got two great young studs that are going to bring such a different dynamic to the receiver position that we haven't had in such a long time, especially a guy like Calvin Austin III. He's going to bring legitimate track star speed, which I can't tell you the last time the Steelers actually had at that position. It's dangerous. It's going to be dangerous. And we're already seeing it in camp, man. I don't think the guys even went full gear yet. And, again, this is before the pads come on. And I'm still going to hold the brakes because, again, this is camp, and I don't want to get too overexcited about things coming out of camp because not everything in camp translates to the true football field, but it's just the rumors and what we're hearing in the headlines. It gets us a little excited.
I think just the fact that they're wide receivers for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Exactly, especially when it comes to the new era and the new offense of what we're going to get.
Yes.
It's just incredibly exciting.
It's really exciting.
And knowing our history at receiver, I mean, come on. It's hard to not get excited when you look at George Pickens and Calvin Austin III already making a statement in camp after 1 week.
Yeah, with what they did, what they showcased in their respective college schools, and how they could very well translate into the NFL, especially with a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers, to which their resume for wide receiver is literally endless.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really exciting, and I can't wait to see what these guys do come preseason and regular season.
Absolutely can't wait. But these guys are already showcasing so much, and once football comes around, we can actually see these guys in true action and see what translates from camp onto the football field. I can't wait, man. It's already 1 week after camp, and once the pads come on, we should be getting more, and we could be getting a lot more good things from these guys very shortly. But let's know your guys' thoughts down below. Do we have the next great receiver in George Pickens? And what will Calvin Austin bring to the table as well, man? Honestly, to close out this video, I'm just going to say it. These guys really give me Antonio Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, 2010 draft class vibes. And before anyone freaks out, I'm not saying they're those guys. I'm not saying they're going to reach that level of success. First of all, it's too early. I'm not comparing them to those guys. You can't compare nobody to Antonio Brown alone.
No.
What I'm saying is those two guys will bring a certain dynamic to the offense that we haven't had in a long time, very similar to what Brown and Sanders did.
Exactly.
So imagine what these guys are going to bring to the offense, to this new offense, to this young, fast offense. I can't wait. I truly can't wait. Let's know your guys' thoughts, and we see you in the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!